Hello guys, this is your Uncle Big Fish, and on this video we'll be playing Lotus. Now, I've been playing this Lotus probably around an hour and a half since the server started, and I stopped for a brief moment so I can do Atumok and also some other class arenas. However, I have decided that this Lotus, in my opinion, is a very strong class currently. Do I think that this class is difficult to learn? I don't think so. I think that this class needs a bit of understanding on how the class works, and I've been trying for so long to try and get this class to be played like how it was. And unfortunately, that just simply wouldn't cut it. Because now, the proper way of playing Lotus is to actually be either two things. Either a pure staller, or you can play this class in a way that you can go fully just focused on trading. I've been trying so hard to get this class to use combos and everything else, and I think those only demean my winning chances. I think by doing so, I'm only making it worse for myself to play. As you can see here, the damage of this class is extremely crazy. The sheer trading power of this class is close to unmatched. And he's dead. Do you see just how much damage this class is capable of doing? It's absolutely nuts just how much damage you do from just trading. I've died so many times trying out different sets, different combos, and I've decided this one that I'm currently using is the most superior. I think this one gives the least margin of error. And I think that out of all the other classes, out of all the other sets, this should be the most superior set. This one will not hurt too much, and the reason why I did what I did there was simply because I want to be able to demean all of his mana. This matchup against this Sage is actually very easy. I'm just trying out different things. I can probably kill him right here. This is extremely easy. However, we need to give him a bit of a chance. Because if we don't, then we're just bullies. Because obviously, this class is absolutely garbage. And just no way I'm gonna lose to a Sage. Unless I'm getting Desync, like multiple times. Or just straight up stopped using my brain entirely. I think that Lotus's trading power is one of its strongest suits, and aside from that, you can actually go pure Seret and become a staller and trade whenever necessary. This class, however, have a couple weaknesses that can be exploited. One would obviously be the huge weakness to forward guard break. This is actually very unlucky. However, it's fine. This class's rotation is pretty top-notch. And because it is so, you can play very aggressive, like this. Extremely aggressive playstyle that needs absolutely no brain to play. You can play this way, and this will probably work against majority of people who are on the lesser end of skill. And it will be even much more help if they're using a non-god tier class, like Berserker. However, this class does have a couple problems into Berserker, and that is because this class is one of those classes that gets absolutely destroyed by, as you can see here, caught red-handed. That is a pure desync. That is just one of the classes that gets fucked by desync the most. I'll argue one of the worst contenders of desync. And Reckoning just straight up deals way too much damage. And if the enemy gets a resist, well, you're gonna get fucked. As you see there. This is a pure desync, and there's no way around it. It is just how it is. Desync will fuck you up. That is how it works. This is obviously me not playing optimally. I can probably do better. However, I just wanted you guys to see what kind of bullshit this is. Especially if you go completely nuts and just gets desynced over and over again. That's gonna be an entirely different story. This is a very, very difficult matchup against Glads. Because despite us wanting to say that this class is a good forward guard breaker, Glad isn't exactly a forward guard class. This is a purely super armor class that has a built-in forward guard system that will just completely erect every single thing aside from pure forward guard breaks. I think it's no longer a secret that the most optimal way to play and this guy just straight up desyncs me, but he got really scared, so he just grab opens instead of full combo. This shouldn't deal too much. He grab opens me again, but that's fine. This shouldn't deal too much damage. But that's not gonna work, because obviously this is a very tanky class, and I heal every single time I move. My mobility skills do carry Seret, and that's why this is not gonna work. And saying what a pity or whatever it is not gonna help you win this one either, because obviously I'm a much better player than whoever that is, and I don't really give a shit if he's gonna grab me. This is literally a very brain dead class. This is a very, very strong class. As you can see there, the damage is absolutely brain dead. That's a desync, but that's fine. That's also a desync, but that's fine as well. And you can just trade. Literally, just trade. You don't even need to combo. You can win simply by trading. It is how it is. That is how the game goes. Whoever is playing is redundant, because this class is simply just very, very strong. However, if you meet a forward guard class, you'll have a very difficult time. And believe it or not, this Wusa is one of those contenders of when I'm saying a difficult matchup. This Wusa is a very, very difficult matchup, simply because she has a very good forward guard break check. And if you get desynced, you're screwed. This is a very, very funny matchup, as you can see there. We both don't have an idea what's going on. And I'm getting desynced over and over again. This is just how it is. Lotus is a very desync heavy class. Means that if you get desynced, you're fucked. There's no way around it. And why is that? Because this class has absolutely no lingers on any of the skills. None of the skills have lingers whatsoever. So you need to cancel the skill right away after it's being cast. However, I do realize that this is an attempt that they did to balance out the fact that she's dealing some demon level damage. As you can see there, I got desynced again. It is how it is. There's no way around it. All you can do is hope that desync doesn't fuck you in the ass, and perhaps if you get lucky enough, you can do some serious damage. I would say that the majority of time of me being desynced, I would just straight up lose. But as you can see here, you just need to trade. Trading is winning. That is Lotus. This is class good for arenas. I would say it's a pretty good class for arenas. Is it absolutely broken? I don't know. That's my honest answer. I really, genuinely don't know. A part of me wants to say that she is very, very broken, but then I realize that she has a lot of weaknesses that can be exploited. However, I'll give you this much. This class is a fairly good check into Titans. I actually caught the downwind there, but I still got desynced. That's fine. This shouldn't deal too much, but the concern is he's going to heal off a lot of my damage that I'm dealing. Although that doesn't really matter, because you can just do whatever I just did. As you can see, this class is a pretty good check into Titans because of one particular reason, and that is Titan does not have a good rotation, and also this thing is pretty damn difficult to grab. This is going to be a Huntress player, and this one in particular is a very, very notorious rusher. And this rusher is dead. This particular person, this Huntress player, is a very famous rusher by the name of Ray. He has been daunting in Karkia and a lot of people are scared of him. However, I want to make it very, very clear that I'm not afraid. This rusher has no chance against a proper player who knows what they're doing. And I got desynced again, as you can see there. Desync happens, especially against Zerks, and this is primarily the main problem. And you get comboed once, it's pretty much close to over. The reason why I'm slowing down my combo, if you can see there, is because I don't want to get fucked. Because literally one stagger and I'm probably over. As you see there, that needs a lot of effort just to kill. This class is pretty fucked by desync, and one desync can cost you a match just like this one. Fortunately, I managed to create a comeback, but in most cases you probably couldn't. This is the reason why I think Lotus is not broken, is because I think this class have a lot of checks. Especially on a current meta, where things are very fucked up. This class's damage is extremely awesome, however if you get desynced, you get desynced, like so. And as you can see, the damage of this Berserker is extremely crazy. This is absolutely nuts. However, when there's a will, there is a way. The best thing I can say is try to play the class a lot more, and find that method or that particular habit that you can make before you cast particular skills. Because I think this class is very, very difficult to play if you don't understand the most basic ways of linger punishing. Lotus versus Lotus is extremely toxic, as you can see there. It's not gonna hurt too much. This is gonna hurt a lot more. And he resisted the knockback, the knockdown, which is very unfortunate. It is how it is. By the way, this Aoi-san is 100% a fucking smurf. I don't believe that this is a green helmet. I completely don't believe that. The rotation is perfect. The rotation is close to perfect. And I got Desync. Feels really good. And I got Desync again. And he resisted again. That sucks. But I think he's dead here. Alright. As you can see, Lotus versus Lotus is very toxic, and whoever gets Desync first probably loses. It is how it is. It's very unlikely that you can win Lotus v Lotus matchup without Desync, because this class is just 100% Desync. You wanna grab me, sir? As you can see, a single combo dealing 90% to Asura. Perfectly balanced. Perfectly balanced. Holy shit. Absolutely crazy. Some crazy damage. Very insane damage. That's a high roll as well. And he's dead. Absolutely insane. This class has so much aggression that it's very difficult to contain. And if you go very aggressive, a lot of classes needs to spend way too many resources just to stand up from that. And I think that this is why I think that this class is extremely powerful. Against Mystic, it's going to be a pretty decent matchup. Believe it or not, this class can trade into a Mystic and win. As you can see there. This is gonna be one of the craziest things that... As you can see that. As you can see that. This class can trade into a Fury Dive and win. Now that is a couple things that is very hard to believe for many of you. How the fuck does a class like this win on a trading match against a fucking Mystic? This is what makes, in my opinion, something that we don't understand about how skills work. Because from numbers alone, resistances, damage, and damage reduction, there's no fucking way that this would ever beat a Mystic's Fury Dive. However, it does. This is a rusher. I hope you can go to hell, sir. Is that supposed to be a threat? And I got Desync again. But I don't think he's got Reckoning left. And it's over. The reason why I think Berserker is extremely powerful is because of the Desync. If they can fix the servers, make the location so that don't get fucked, I think Berserker will be a lot more bearable. That's meant to be a joke. I think Berserker is a fucking stupid class that needs to be banned on every single tournament. I think it's extremely broken. Especially now, ever since they buffed him. The thing about Lotus is, her rotation is actually quite nice, despite what it may look like. The rotation is pretty good. The problem is, it doesn't last very long. It lasts until for about 4 rotations, and after that you're fucking dry. You'll have a very long downtime before you have any more super armor or evasion. And because this class have no lingers, you have to use evasion most of the time. Going from Blood Moon into Crescendo to run away is very risky and will not be advisable to be done multiple times in a single fight. You need to know when to get out. Usually when you have only one Blood Moon left and you have no other your two other super armor skills are on cooldown, you want to actually disengage. That is the most optimal way to play Lotus, at least. And this person just used a non-super armor skill into my... And it's over. This is how you play Lotus. I wouldn't say that I'm the best Lotus in the world. Far from it. I think my Lotus is just okay. Probably my Lotus is just decent. I probably wouldn't say I'm even the top 10% of all Lotuses. However, I think my Lotus have something to add. Resistance. Desync. That's fine. And he's dead. The bleeding wasn't him, so I just let him die. Alright, so let's do one last fight, and to conclude this video, perfect, we're gonna be fighting 6 Cents. This is one of my nephews from Shark Playground. A very, very good player. His Paladin in particular is pretty nice. Look at that desync. Perfect, isn't it? And he forfeited because he's got no more health and he knows that he can't come back. That right there is an okay forfeit because it is pretty right. If you get clipped there by Blood Moon, he's pretty much dead. There's not really any way to recover from that, unfortunately. And he knows, he respects me enough to know that I will not be making that kind of mistake. This particular set that I'm using is an arrow build. And the thing that I really like about this Lotus is her linkage. Her skill linkage is absolutely amazing. I think every single skill links to everything else. And I think this is why I think Lotus is a very, very strong class. The only problem is this class have a big weakness to forward guard break, and classes that have a better rotation, especially those with long rotations like Yacha and Desyncs. So that's pretty much, to summarize, what Lotus is like. For those that are interested in playing Lotus, I think that this class is phenomenal. I think that this class is genuinely good, especially if you're against people who are like this. What he's doing is literally buying off cooldown for my skills as well. I don't really care regarding his cooldowns because I'll just trade into it because I already have a huge advantage. I have a huge HP advantage. And I got desync, but that's fine. I have a lot of my... I can pressure this, like so. And now he's pretty much dead. This is how you play Lotus. I hope you guys enjoyed this new way of commentary by me, yours truly, Uncle Big Fish. I know it sounds very sarcastic and stupid, but I'm enjoying this kind of way of speech a lot more often lately. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys again very soon. Bye.